Hello, welcome back to LeetCode Daily Live, where I do the daily question, raw and uncut. So today we have another medium, another short question. It is called number of substrings containing all three characters. So let's see. So given a string S, and it only has A, B, and C, we want to return the number of substrings containing at least one occurrence of each of these characters. Right, so substring again, it has to be contiguous. So let's see. The substrings containing at least one occurrence. Oh, so the size is 50k. Yes, and we only given that string. So I think like the idea should be pretty similar to yesterday's problem. So so let's see. So substrings containing at least one occurrence of the characters ABC. So you can have ABC and then basically like anything after that would work as well. Um so hmm. Yeah. Okay, so this is just a simpler um question from yesterday's. So if we get to the drawing board, we can see that like ABC ABC. Well, this works, right? But if this works, we can basically just add any like numbers at the back, and they'll still work. And then if we start from the second character, this works. Well, anything after that works. The third character, and the fourth character, of course. And because there are two ABCs, we know that it doesn't have to be unique. So so we can so I think the idea is because we have 50k, it has to be on or n log n, but we can have a fast way to check if our starting character is if our starting character is like, let's say, the first character, how many characters in until I get a substring, like a minimal substring with at least one occurrence. So in this case, it will be like ABC, right? So for this case, like you will have to look all the way to the end to actually like get a minimum. To actually like get one. So if we are starting with this character, we only have one. But then when we move on to the next character, if we have a counter for A, B, and C, we can just remove one A for now, and we check do we still have do we still have like one occurrences of A, B, and C. Well, we do. So but again, like we don't really have anything left, so we are like we can only form one string. So as opposed to this, so like ABC forms one, we can either have nothing, or we can have like so our substring can end here, here, and here. So like that's why we have like four options. And the last case we have to worry about is, let's say we have something like A, B, B. If we are starting at this, we actually never get to a minimum substring that has one occurrences of every character. So in this case, we do just want to like we need a way to like just return 0 from this point on. And if at any point you can't form any more like minimal strings, you're guaranteed that you can basically just stop looking, because you don't have any more characters to add, and like any string starting from this point on would not be a like the substrings that we're looking for. So let's get coding. So we definitely need a counter first. So we just do counter. We just we'll use a map maybe, so we don't have to like write another function to map A, B, and C. It might be a bit slower, but that's true. It will be slower. So let's do like count of A. I think this might be the best way to do it, since we only have 3 characters. So we have that, and then we also, so for I in range, so length of S, let's set it as n. So for I in range n, oh, actually, do you want to? I think we want a left and right. Yeah. So L should be inclusive, R should be exclusive. So we can like, well, like we basically just need to keep finding the minimum substring. So while R is, well, less than length S, maybe it should be this. So it's very similar to yesterday's problem. So if not count A or not count B, we should write a function for this. So def has all chars. I should return a boolean. So we should just do return so count A and count B and count C. We should put this after we define the variables up there for clarity. So if has all chars, well, what do we want to do here? Yeah, we should think about what happens if we don't have it yet. So so if R, obviously if it is not equal to length S, I don't think I even need that because I'm using that already. Yeah, so if R is not length S, because R is exclusive, it would actually get to length S. So we have to make sure that we don't index something out of bounds. And do we need an and here actually? I don't think so. I think we just go with it, I think. So yeah, so if it is not, we want to increment anyways. But yeah, so we just want to add the character in R at the moment. So we want to add that character. We need the map anyways. Yeah, honestly, a map is just a lot nicer to deal with. I'll use a map. It's just a tiny overhead, but yeah, honestly, we shouldn't care about that. So count chars. So we have A 0, B 0 as well, C another 0. So we can just do that, and then what we can do, like why I say it is nicer is because we can just do this. It's just way nicer. So we can add one to it. But then here we do have to update our has all chars function, which I unfortunately removed. So for so yeah, for count in count chars, we don't actually care about the key. We just want to know the values. So if count is equal to 0, return false. Otherwise, we can return true. So we can make sure that doesn't happen, and then we just add characters in. So but then when we do find all the chars, what we want to do is we want to increment. Well, we want to find the where R is. So if R this is like some off by one stuff as well. Let's look at this case, like ABC. So in this case, our R is going to be 3, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it is going to be 3. Our L is going to be 0. Our length is going to be 6. Well, how many can we form? We can form 6 minus 3 plus 1, right? Yeah, so we do have to add 1. I think like sometimes for off by 1, we can just like think of an example and it just works. So we also need a count. So number of substrings. So we want to add the length of S minus R plus 1, and then we want to remove the left character. So we can just do count chars SL. We decrement that, and yeah, and then we should have that. And we are guaranteed that L will never cross R because you need at least 3 characters to actually pass this case. So that should work. And then we just have to return that, like the number of substrings, and that should work unless it doesn't. And survey says yes. So yeah, that's a pretty straightforward problem. Well, guess it's not that straightforward, but compared to yesterday's problem, this is definitely a lot easier. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.